Hello, my name is Sebastian Cooper. This is a pilot for a proposed documentary to cover several locations at Lake Balaton in Hungary, having a surface area of 592 square kilometers, that's 229 square miles, makes it the largest lake in Central Europe and one of the region's foremost tourist destinations. We are going to feature Badacsony, which is one of the most famous regions on the northern shore of the lake. Straight ahead, you can see the Badacsony mountain, which was formed as the result of multiple volcanic eruptions which produced basalt lava. The basalt-based lands guarantee full-bodied, fiery character, rich flavour and minerality of the wines. The vineyards of Badacsony sit on the skirt of Mount Badacsony and stretch from the border of the forest and basalt belt almost to the line of Balaton. Crossing over the harbour, we can see the southern shore and the Sipersh hills at Fonyod. As you can see, there's the usual sight of a tourist boat approaching. This one in particular is the Helka Nostalgia ship. Private sailing and fishing is of course usual on the lake. This is a statue of Josef Egri, who was a Hungarian painter who lived from 1883 to 1951. He is considered as a significant representative of Hungarian modernism. His works are expressionist and constructivist in nature. He was known as the painter of Lake Balaton. This picture is called The Golden Gate. This one, Stormy Bay. And this one, Vineyard at Tomae Bay. We're now coming into land in Badacsony Tomae, and here we are at the Baratok restaurant, cellar and guest house, which is situated a few minutes' walk from the lake. Walking down the ancient Roman road, we pass the St. Donatus Chapel. Taking off again, we are cruising above the port before descending and landing in front of St. Imre Basalt Roman Catholic Church of Neo-Romanesque style, constructed of black basalt stones. It was the first building in Europe of this character. are now at Badacsony, where the grape harvest is being celebrated on the second weekend of September, and is perhaps the region's most impressive autumn programme of creative events. Here are the Csikush, who are the mounted horse herdsmen of Hungary. The Csikush tradition is closely associated with a Hungarian national park called the Puszta. The country's longest and most colourful vintage parade on the main road section between Badacsony and Badacsony, where there are marched representatives of the neighbouring towns, folk dancers, legionnaires, Hungarian wine holders, lancers, hussars. Here the priest is blessing the harvest. You can also see the art of Kalocsa embroidery, which was born in the second half of the 19th century. Originally, the needlework was only white, and the embroidery patterns were merely made up of holes. The development of Kalocsa needlework was due to the appearance of printing at Kalocsa in 1860. The so-called hole embroidery became very popular. The women at Kalocsa and in its area could get ready-made Kalocsa embroidery patterns, but they liked creating their own designs as well. The men here are dressed in Renaissance style. This period is popular with Hungarians due to King Matyas the Just, who was the King of Hungary and Croatia from 1458 to 1490. Here we can see a group of children with their teachers, followed by more dancing. And men on stilts. Now you can see the Legenyesh, which is a man's solo dance done by Transylvanian people. Although usually danced by young men, it can also be danced by older men. The dance is performed freestyle, usually by one dancer at a time in front of the band. Women participate in the dance by standing in lines to the side and sing or shout verses while the men dance. Taking off from outside the church, we're heading towards the mountain. Now we are following the path through the woods, which as you can see is clearly signposted, and we are arriving to the 18-metre, that's 59-foot high, Kishvaludi Lookout Tower, which was built on the hill at a level of 438 metres, that's 1,437 feet, and is the tallest one at Lake Balaton. Wow! As you can see, the view is wonderful up here. The Tapoltsa Basin, surrounded with the hills, unfolds in front of our eyes, and of course the magnificent view of the lake. Here inside the tower, there is a very detailed panoramic photo that helps you to recognize the different hills and valleys. Now we're heading back towards the lake, and once again passing over many vineyards. We have arrived to one of the nicest press houses of the Badacsony area, which is the Szegedi Rosa Press House. The house is the home of the Memorial Museum, with its exhibitions on the history of the Balaton wine-growing region. The Szegedi Rosa House is also the most visited wine restaurant in the area. We're now at the Kishvaludi house at the Kishvaludi Spring, named after the poet Sándor Kishvaludi. It offers a magnificent view of the surroundings. The house itself is a restaurant and also provides music. If you have walked around the places covered in this film, you may want to relax and enjoy some excellent food, wine and music. So I hope that you've enjoyed the pilot, and we have given you a taste of the beautiful countryside and culture, not to mention the food and wine, of Lake Balaton. I hope to return soon to present an extensive documentary of the lake. So, thank you very much for watching. This is Sebastian Cooper saying bye.